Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy to film this video because I have been wanting to film more chit chatty videos for a while, and I'm just finally happy to be doing it. You guys know it's been quite an adjusting from, being a mom of 3 to being a mom of 4. So forgive me if I haven't been consistent, but my goal is that moving forward I will be posting weekly, at least one video a week. That's my goal, okay? And I want to just sit down and chat. I don't want to always, I want my videos moving forward, I want at least majority of them to be very relaxed. We're just chit-chatting as friends. Remember when we used to do life lessons with Lucci? Should I bring that back? Let me know in the comments, okay? But you guys, I'm so happy to finally just chat with you guys. It's been a while. I have missed my Lucci gang. I know we don't say Lucci gang as much anymore. Should we keep saying Lucci gang or should we find a new name? Because sometimes I feel like I've outgrown Lucci gang because I'm a mom now. Am I still ganging? You feel me? Let me know, okay? But I am so happy to be talking to you guys today. So if you're new here, my name is Lucci or Alucci. Go ahead, subscribe, like this video, and leave a comment. Let me know what other topics you want me to talk about, you guys. Let's just kiki and have a good time. No pressure. I don't want to be doing no tutorials. I don't have the energy. But guess what? When it comes to talking, I always have time to talk, okay? So yeah. Today, I'm gonna be talking about juggling career, finance, family, and romance. Okay, so I had asked you guys on my Instagram about a week ago what you wanted me to talk about, and I got the same type of questions over and over, and everything was pretty much, how are you able to juggle being a mom and a wife and also having a career? As you guys know, I am a nurse. Right now I work part-time, and I also have my business for Belle Natural, and I also have some other things that I dabble in here and there, and it's quite an adjustment, okay? So one thing that has really helped, you guys, I cannot understate the importance of having a supportive partner, okay? My husband is very supportive. Sometimes he can be traditional with things, which he is, but for the most part, he supports everything I want to do. If I want to be a stay-at-home mom, he's 100% supportive. If I want to go to work, he is 80% supportive. Let me put it that way, okay? But let me just say, it helps having a supportive partner. My husband is just as good with the kids as I am. If I know that I can leave the kids with him 100%. If I have to work, because right now I do work on Sundays, so some Sundays he's here with them, 100% I can leave him with them and I know they will be fine. I don't have to worry about them. He might not give them a bath, he might not brush their teeth, but they will eat, okay? So he will play with them, takes them out for walks. He's great with our kids, and that is I could not do this by myself, is what I'm trying to say. So I'm really grateful that I have the kind of husband that I have, because he's not just an amazing husband, he is a wonderful father, okay, period. And so that helps a lot. But we also now have help with the kids. We have a nanny. So oh my god, she's been the best help that we can ever think of, you guys. If you are a stressed out mama and you can afford to have a nanny, just do it, because I don't even know how we were able to survive without one for this long. I know how. I was constantly tired, I was constantly complaining, I was exhausted all the time, and I'm just so happy now because now I have time to film this video. It's 3:25 right now and I've got an hour to film this, so I would never have had this time before. So if you have the opportunity, if you have family around you, great, utilize them. We live in a state far away from our family. We don't have family in our state right now next to us, so we do have to pay for childcare. But let me tell you, it's money well spent. I get this question all the time. Where did you get your nanny? I got my nanny from nannylane.com, okay? I don't know if it's available in every state, but I interviewed a few people, and when I finally found her, it was just perfect. We met it was a vibe, okay? Like everything I could want in a nanny she has, and it was just perfection. Make sure you're doing your due diligence, make sure you're interviewing a few people, make sure you have your questions when you interview, because you want to make sure you're asking all the right questions, and that way you're able to screen out people that don't share the same values that you do. I remember I interviewed one person and I was asking her like, okay, so what do you like to do with the kids? And she was like, whatever you want to do with the kids. And I'm like, one thing about me is I love people who can think for themselves. I love people who are innovative. I don't want to have a robot, okay? Like I like people who are able to come up with their own ideas, come up with their own conversations. Like I don't want to always tell you what to do. And it's the same thing when I have an employee. I never want to just tell people what to do. I expect that you're able to critically think and come up with solutions and ideas. And when I had interviewed that other nanny, and she literally every single question I asked her, she was throwing it back at me. I was like, this is not a good fit. And then there were a couple other people and I was just like, no, it's not a good fit. But I feel like once you find the right person, you're gonna know. And you just go, trust your judgment and pray about it and hope for the best. And so far it has worked out amazing for us, and I'm so grateful. So that's that. So I also got questions about investing in stocks, finances. Oh my god, why am I sweating like crazy, you guys? I'm literally like dripping. It's so hot in here. Rafiki increased the temperature. It's so hot. But I feel like that could be a whole different video on its own. But my husband is, when it comes to finances, he knows everything. Like I only know so much. I'm good at coming up with ideas of how to invest money. Like I'm good with coming up with businesses. I'm very business savvy in a way. My head is constantly thinking of ways to make money, and sometimes my husband has to tell me, Oluchi, I know you're an Igbo girl, I know it's in your blood, but you need to tone it down. Because let me tell you, I feel like I'm a natural hustler. Like I'm always thinking of ideas of how to make money, while he is really good at investing. He's really good at like the details, the nitty-gritty, like the analytics behind money. That's his specialty. Yeah, so that's his specialty. I was gonna say something else. He makes most of the decisions when it comes to what to invest, how much do we need with stuff. He does all of that, and I pretty much am the creative. My husband's the muscle, the brain and the muscle, and I'm the fun, chippy, creative person. Like I'm always filled with creative ideas. So yeah, I let him deal with that, but I'm always aware. Like he's always telling me what he's buying. When it comes to stocks, I have access, I can see it, and so I'm always aware, but I don't know the nitty-gritty of things, okay? Let me put it that way. Yeah, so that's that. The final question was about romance. How do you keep the spark alive after you've had kids? In my case, 4 kids, and we've been married 7 years and been together 13 years. We've been together 12 years. I don't even know. We've been together a long time. You guys, it's not easy. One thing that you have to just be okay with is you just have to be okay with knowing that children are going to change the dynamics of your relationship. They're gonna change how much time you have for your partner, because you also now have these other little humans in the mix, and now you have to like divide your time into so many different pieces. And so I feel like it's good to communicate about those things. Like communicate, talk about it. My husband is so amazing at, you know, sometimes I forget that we have to have a date night. Like sometimes I forget. I get so sucked into the day-to-day and just like the mundane tasks, and I forget like, oh my god, we haven't had a date night in a while. And Rafiki is so good at remembering that and saying, hey babe, do you want to go somewhere? He makes all the reservations. I don't worry about any of that stuff. When it comes to romance and date night, like when it comes to date night specifically, or like going out doing things just the two of us without the kids, he's really good at that. And I let him, because my husband goes all out. That's his personality. Like that's who he is. Like he wants to always treat me. He wants me to have a good time, period. So versus me, I'm always thinking about how to save money. Like I find it hard to really go all out and spend so much money and just like chill and just relax. So I let him, like, he does that, and I appreciate it because I know it's a hard thing for me to do. And so I appreciate that about him. And you know, we're just having this conversation because he was telling me that, you know, it's a good thing because where do I even start from? We went out just last weekend, and then he took me shopping after that. Some things that I would not have ever got on my own because I'm always, I don't know how to, I feel like I'm a frugal person by nature. Once in a while I will splurge, but I tend to splurge on other people versus myself. I don't know why. I'm always thinking of saving, you know, I want to save up, I want to invest. Versus him, like, he's not afraid to just splurge money and be like, I want to live in the moment type of thing. So it's good because we balance each other out that way. If you had two people who were constantly spending, then that's a problem, right? The things he got me, I would not have done that on my own. So I appreciate, my husband takes charge of that, and I just take care of the things that I find joy in. When it comes to reservations, he does that. He will reserve a restaurant, and if he forgets, like sometimes he might be so busy with work, he's not thinking about that, and I'll just remind him, babe, we haven't had date night in like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, you know, and he's always excited to do it. So you guys have to complement each other. If you're with a man that does not always take the initiative, then you do it. If you know, and vice versa. Like, that's what a marriage is. You guys are constantly complimenting each other. When it comes to other forms of romance, it's in the day-to-day. My husband works from home, so I'm always seeing him. Like, he's always here every day. For me, romance is not a huge thing that you do. It's more about the little actions in the everyday. When he cooks for me, I find that romantic. When he does something with the kids, let's say, I'm an act of service type of girl. So whenever my husband does anything that takes away a burden from my plate, anything that lessens my load, for me that's romantic. Like, I don't need flowers. I take that back. I need flowers, but oh god, stories. I have so many stories to say. But anyway, I appreciate when he cooks for me because I like to eat and I don't really like to cook all the time. So when he cooks for me, that's romantic. When he takes out the trash, believe it or not, that is romantic because sometimes I have to remind him a million times to take out the trash. When he takes it out without me prompting him, I find that to be really sexy. When he takes care of the kids when I go to work, if you know, or if things like that. For me, acts of service is how you can really show that you love me. And so when my husband is intentional with things like that, just trying to make my life easy and easier, especially as a mom of 4, for me that's just like very important. So I guess it goes back to saying you need to know your partner's love language and try to love them in the way that they receive love. Like, if you know your husband loves something, don't try to love them in your own love language. You have to learn their love language and love them that way. So I find that that's what helps. My husband, there was a time he used to buy me so many gifts, and I'm not too much of a gift person. Yes, I like nice things, but I rather you do something for me. Like, I don't always want to be given a gift. That's just the truth. Let me just, if you know me, this is it. I mean, if you're long distance, then I understand. But if you know me in person, I would rather you do something nice for me that lessens my daily burden. Yeah, so that's kind of how I prefer to receive love, and he's finally learning that. So yeah, so that's romantic. What else when it comes to romance? I think that's pretty much it. You just have to keep dating each other. Don't ever get too comfortable. Like, one thing about us, like, when it's date night, I'm gonna dress up, I'm gonna do my makeup, I'm gonna put my sexy shoes on. I never want to get so comfortable to where I'm not complacent and I'm like, you know, I've known him for so long, it doesn't matter. No, y'all, I still work out. I'm a mom of 4. We have a home gym. I go to the gym. I try to get my steps in. I tried to maintain my weight, I tried to maintain my figure. The things that he fell in love with, I tried to keep that going. And it's the same as him. The things I love about him, he tries to keep it going. And I think that's very important in a relationship. No matter how long you've been with your person, you never want to get so comfortable to where you start neglecting the things that they fell in love with. And so I feel like that's what's helped us a lot, is to keep it just helps keeps the spark alive in our relationship. And yeah, so I think I'm gonna end it here, you guys. This has been a nice video, but like I said, I don't want it to get too long. So go ahead and leave me a comment. I want to hear what you guys are up to. What other topics do you want me to chat about? Anything. It could be about the kiddos, finances. Like if you guys want to go more into like the nitty-gritty of finances and how to care for a huge home, because we are a family of 6, so it ain't cheap. But yeah, you guys just let me know. And I just want to do more chit-chatty videos, so just fill me with ideas. I want to hear from you in the comment section. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Go ahead and subscribe, like, leave a comment, and I will see you later. Bye bye.